Greetings everyone, it is I, Kikoski, welcoming you to the stream, the pre-stream to be exact, where you have the opportunity to get here, get comfortable, and get ready for day 675 of Hillsfar. Hello, how are you? I hope you are all doing well. Also, Tangy, yes, true, Tangy does exist. That is a science. Science has told me that Tangy exists. Oh yeah, if we want more tangy, I have a way to get more tangy. It's okay. Just need to find the right video. Ah, here we go. There you go. There you go. Have some tangy. There's tangy. Good avatars. Hey, to find talk to jitters again. Barfo. We can absolutely talk to Barfo. I would say no more tangy, but I really think I'd be yeeted off. You might be. You might be. I wouldn't say that you would, but there is a decent chance. There is a non-zero chance. Hang on, I need to. There we go. There you go. You can have my tangy. This tangy. Yeah. How you doing, everyone? Hope things are good. So, we had a villager hunt. And I found people while doing the villager hunt. First person we found was Ace. I mean, Ace is pretty ace, but he's also a jock. So I was like, no thank you. Then we found this guy, who unfortunately is way too popular to be on Hillsfar. And that's Cephalobot. Cephalobot is way too popular. Then we have, okay, no joke, I like this guy. Static is cool. You see that guy? What do you think his personality is? What do you think Static's personality is when you see that guy? Smug? Smug? Got 2 for smug? So what if I told you he's a cranky? What if I told you that's a cranky squirrel? Not a smug. He's the smuggest cranky you've ever seen, but he's a cranky. Cranky little dude. Look at him, he's like... Oh! Why are the squirrels so lovely? Then we found the villager that is going to be moving onto the island. Also, we had Bella being slightly cryptic yesterday. Snowy days make me kind of, I don't know, nervous. I mean, anything could be under that snow. Anything. Yeah. She's not wrong. Anything could be under that snow. Including grass and mud. Also, we have the continuing adventures of Tasha looking absolutely awesome with her hat. That is a pretty awesome hat. Bella was doing her best Freckles impression, that is true. Hello, Black Rabbit, how you doing? I hope you are doing well today. Hope things are good. Hope things are good. But yeah, I'm going to keep it secret who moved in today. You can even type in !villager and it won't help you. There could be different, but there is probably just grass and mud. So yeah, today we have the garden of the new villager to work on. Hello, Matt. How you doing? I hope you are doing well. Yes, Faith, as you know, left yesterday, so I had a villager hunt, and while you weren't here, of course, because Friday, and I found a new villager. We did not find Kitty. Are we finally inviting Jitters to our island? No, Jitters already lives on the island. Jitters already lives on the island. No, I'm also referring to Hillsfar. Avataris has Bill. I will note, by the way, that both my islands have birds that are jocks. I mean, Bill because it's Bill, and he goes Quacko. I mean, I can't not have Quacko. I always said, though, that if the game had offered me an 11th villager slot, I would have Sasha on Avataris. I'd have Sasha, but no 11th villager slot for me, and there is no way I can say farewell to Dizzy. Like, Dizzy is joy, Dizzy is love, Dizzy is unbridled innocence and goofiness, and I couldn't tell Dizzy to go. I just couldn't. It would destroy me. Dizzy is just a part of the island, and he's such a goofball. He's such a goofball. One day Dizzy might end up on this island too for a little while. What about a Bafo? I think we need a permanent Bafo. I'm sorry, but we are not having a permanent Bafo. We cannot have a permanent Bafo because we have Margie, and we also have. I also know who's going to be the other permanent normal villager, because of all the normal villagers we have had, aside from Margie, none of them have been more perfect for Hillsfar than Sylvana. Like, Sylvana is just the perfect little squirrel. How can I say no to Sylvana? I just can't. She's got a little tail that goes pop pop pop, and she goes hop up, and she wears a little sombrero. You just say no. No! I'm afraid that's not what happens. You know, in video games where they go, please help us save the kingdom, and your options are yes, of course, and gladly I will help. Your options are yes, yes, and yes. There is no option. I cannot say no. Can she pull off a business suit? She doesn't need to. She's Peanut. Peanut is the one that does the business suit. Sylvana has the sombrero. She is the sombrero squirrel. Ah, yes, when Garrett in Golden Sun is like, God, it must be really annoying when people think less of us just because we're kids. And you say, nah, and it's like, really? It doesn't bother you? And you could just say no. Really? It doesn't bother you? You could just keep saying that it doesn't bother you. Forever. And nothing happens until you say it bothers you. The game really wants you to make sure that you know that this bothers Isaac. Of course, we all know that Dragon Warrior is the, Hang on.
Hello there, everyone. Right now in Hills VOD, it's 2 p.m. on Saturday, February the 22nd, 2025. To today's announcements. We have a new friend around. Let's give big Hills for welcome to Zell. It makes me so happy to have a new friend on the island. And with that, I get back to us supporting you and your enjoyment of our island.
Thank you. He's brought his hoverboard. He has not brought his hoverboard. Or his love of hot dogs. Fun fact, in Golden Sun, you can in fact just go, when the wise one's like, you will go and save the world, you can just say, no. And then it goes, oh, are you sure? And then you're like, yeah, I'm not going to save the world. It's like, well, okay then. And then the game ends. Because funnily enough, if you don't go out to save the world, the world perishes. So yeah, go save the world, small children. Go save the world. Never mind the fact that you are small children. Alright, we will grab all of these. There we go. Put that away. Now, we only need 9 gifts today, because you can't give a gift to Zell. Now, you're gonna think of the name Zell, and then you're gonna wonder, what kind of villager is Zell? The clue is in the name, really. I only realise now. The clue is in the name. He was your starting smug, yeah. And I only just realised now why he's called Zell. Yeah, that might be it. That might in fact be it. It might be the reason why he's called Zell. Just maybe. Also, there's another reason why. That is because of his catchphrase. His catchphrase gels absolutely perfectly with Axel's. It really does. I heard that catchphrase and went, yep, this is the villager. This is the villager we're gonna have. You can't beat that synergy. Zell alias. Zell is moving to the island. Why do we still clothes in the fridge? I mean, that's where the cool clothes go. We're cool. You mean you don't? Exactly. Does he say wonk too? No, but he says something very close to that. He says something that's very close to that. I don't know what I'm going with this outfit. But I'm going with it. Yeah. We're ready for the slopes of excitement. Words. Alright, we're going to pop over quickly to resident services so that we can see if anybody shows up. Gotta make sure we catch people that are going to KK Slider's concert. Also, it snowed yesterday. And it snowed today as well. Yay! There was no yay for this. This is not good. I'm gonna grab this flower. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to do today. Ah! You're showing up. Hey, it's Sunstar, always a pleasure. Got a gift for you. What, you want to give me something? I do. Would you like... Thing? Bet you would. Well, wait, can't wait to see what's inside. Some oranges will settle us down good too. Bah, give us a real good home. In my belly. Ain't no famous world, so as a thank you, have a wavy tile wall. Thanks, Limburg. Hey, what can I do for you? I just want to chat. You only live once, right? Is that what the kids say? Well, I guess what? I agree! Now, I'm not saying you should use that slogan as an excuse to get crazy every single day. I'm just saying, live your life, kiddo. Do what you want to do, and don't bother other folks doing the same. It's a lot harder than it looks, I suppose, but I'm trying. Isabella. Hi there, Eeks! Hello, how you doing? You give me a thing? That I am. Would you like? Thing? Oh, what is it? It's a mystery. I'm gonna open it now. I hope the snow goes quickly for you, Diffham. Some oranges. Yum. I made it so fast it's gonna be rude. Thanks a bunch. Have fun with everyone getting stuff. Here, take Bella's photo. Have another photo. He says to Sandstar, an ancient adventurer. What is it, Eeks? I just want to chat. Oh yeah, it's Sunday. We get the Homes Happy results from Happy Home Academy tomorrow. I'm feeling pretty good about my interior design this time. The only thing I'm worried about is if the judge will don't understand my style. I'm sure they will. You are also going to sit down. Right. I need to put away Bella's photo right now. Like so. Photo away. Then we'll get started because you're sat down. Oh, they're sat next to each other. They're two mouses. What game did you get the name Sandstar from? I made it up. Originally, it was the surname of a gnome in my original Icewind Dale playthrough. And then I used the surname as the name for my gnome rogue in Eye of the Beholder. And the rest, as they say, is history. The rest, as they say, is history. Also, here's Axel. He got himself some candy. Yo, Sandstar! Look at those legs! I got a gift for you. Huh? What do you got, Wonk? Hillsfar is his favourite place. It's not really. But this is a different Hillsfar. What's inside? Some more just delicious about now. Thanks, I'll eat this later. Time to flex the grounded muscles. I want you to have a zap suit. Thanks, Axel. Eat the Wonk. I just want to chat. Here, Sandstar. Nice boa fleece. Well, be careful. It's kind of hard to move around heavy gear, Wonk. Yeah, that gnome is really not... Sandstar is not a really typical gnome name. However, I did like the name for the gnome companion in Siege of Dragonspear. Flint Gardener Son is amazing. I like him as a character a lot. He's a good dude. It's just a shame he's not in Baldur's Gate 2. It's a good dude. I don't know why I'm starting in this place for my going about the island, but I am. Hey guys, that you retired, blew the place up and built it back from scratch. Nah. He was working with everyone in Mithranor. You know, in the third Eye of the Beholder game. That game that was really good and definitely not the weakest of the trilogy. Also, I found the Baffle. Sandstar, hey! Nice to see you! I got a gift for you. For me, really? Yep. Would you like... thing? Bet you would. Look at him with a little hat. Can I go ahead and open this? Oh, this is great! It's some oranges! Thanks, that's thoughtful of you. As a thank you, please take my desert outfit. Thanks, Vista. Look at that Baffle.
What's on your mind, Baffle?
Let's chat.
Have you heard? The KK's going to be putting on a concert here later. They say we're going to take our song request tonight, Baffle. I won't have a good one ready, but I'm too excited to think clearly.
Oh.
How can I help you, Baffle?
Let's chat again.
I pick up new skills faster if it's something I'm motivated to learn. There's something I've always wanted to learn how to do that I think I'd enjoy working to master. I like to master the art of brush calligraphy. That's writing in brushstrokes with ink, Baffle. It's the ancient art that takes a lot of careful practice to master. It might not sound like the most useful skill to master, but they say it's a very soothing activity.
We'll chat one more time.
Everything okay, Baffle?
We'll just chat.
Art weekend's great. I love the idea of free time, although I usually spend most of my weekend catching up on chores, Baffle.
Baffo is amazing, and one day there will be no Baffo on the island. But that is not today. That is not today. The joy for me, at least, is I know that Alien Cabalion has Vesta on her island, so if I ever want to say hi to Vesta, I can go to her island and say hello there. Be like, Baffle! I'm like 80% sure the Baffo itself isn't what makes it, it's the way you say it. You could just go Baffo, but I go Baffo. Fun fact, that's how Alien Cabalion says it. So I inherited the way that I say Baffo from the way they say Baffo. Sorry, Kiko, the island will never change. Yeah, it will. It's always changing. Faith left. Speaking of adorable, here's Olive.
So glad to see you, Sweet Pea.
I got a gift for you.
You want to give me something?
That I do. Would you like?
Thing? I wonder what's inside.
Never change.
Oh, this is great. It's some oranges. Thanks. That's so thoughtful of you. I have something here for you. Some warrior armor. Thanks, Olive. Need something, Sweet Pea?
I just want to chat.
Oh! Don't mind the mess on my wooden mini table. I got clumsy and spilled something on it earlier, Sweet Pea.
On Avataris, we all know that I have Maple. And Maple is adorable. Maple is from Cabalion's Island. Are they also retired? Maybe they just, you know, they just had some warrior armor lying around. As you do. You just have warrior armor and you decide to pass it on to someone else. We also need to sell some things because our inventory getting a bit full. This is going to be happening a lot today. At some point we'll see our new neighbour. We haven't had a smug for ages. Oh look, it's Jitters. How's it going, Sandy? You hit a buff at your home? Got a gift for you.
What? For me, Berserk?
Have a thing. Where?
Ha, what it could be. Someone just delicious right about now.
Thanks, I'll leave this later. Gotta give us what you take. Please take a lawnmower. The whole lawnmower. That's not talking to the scales. Hey, it's a weight training time. It's chat time. I'm trying to remember what I got here yesterday. I think I only bought it because it was heavy. Alright, let us sell things to you. Like all of this. Before I sell some flowers, though, what colours of clothing does Zell like? Purple and grey. Well, as luck would have it, we have some purple flowers here. We can keep our options open by keeping those purple flowers and maybe using them later. Sometimes Kiko has good ideas, but only sometimes. Most of the time he has terrible ideas. Now, I spent a fair amount of today, actually, aside from doing the food shop. I spent a fair amount of today working on making some spears for my lizardmen army. Because I nearly have a complete squad of, like, Saurus spearmen. But I'm missing a couple of spears, so... I originally got some goblin spears with the intention of using them with the skink. I have a skink cold one that has. One of them doesn't have a spear. Sort of means all the time in Kiko Land. But the spear ended up being too big. But I'm using them on the Saurus instead. So I've took apart lots of bits from Chaos Spikes, and I've stuck them together in a sort of semi-haphazard way with a like trophy rack spike point on the top, so I can make a spear. And I'm using a plastic arm from a archer skink as the arm to hold the spear. This is much better. Well, they're pretty big, but they are used as spears in the rules. Then again, Saurus warriors in that setting are quite big. So I've got a few goblin spears, and then I've got coming eventually some Skaven spears. But I only need to use one of them. I suppose having extra spears is never a bad thing, because, you know, one day I might need them for more conversions. But the spear for the cold one, that saves me about... Oh, you don't want to know how much money this all saves me, because the cold one skink parts, if you want to get them online, super expensive. If I wanted just a spear, I'd be looking at like £10, £11. And to get some official Saurus Warrior spear arms would again cost me a lot of money, because the Saurus Warriors with spears were only done as a metal kit. They were done as a metal blister that you bought. So if you wanted those, you'd have to buy them in like groups of 3 or 4. I was lucky enough to get a while ago some... Did you remember to turn the music player? Yeah, the music player was actually already off, fun fact. It was already off. There's another purple flower. But I managed to get quite a while ago a listing of Sauruses with spears. I got it just on the off chance, you know, just in case I ever end up getting more spears one day, I can make a spear unit. And then an online store that sells second-hand models just had some Saurus warriors with spears. And I'm thinking, even if these aren't official, like, spears attached to their arms, it's been done so well that I bought them. And then I only needed a couple spears and a command squad with a spear. Got 3 units of Saurus warriors, basically, now. 3 units of skink archers. No javelin throwers, though. Javelin throwers are, again, metal, for the edition that I'm building my army with, and they are incredibly expensive. Like, very expensive. I can't justify getting them for the price they're at. I'm not spending £8, £9 per skink. That's astronomically expensive. Just can't justify that. It's so costly. Because you field skinks in big units, like 20 or 30. Yeah, I couldn't justify getting it for that. I couldn't justify it, so I don't have javelin throwers. I have archers. A lot of the army's plastic, actually. All of the Sauruses are plastic, all of the skinks are plastic. So, like, the main troops are plastic. It's only when you get into the more specialized units that you get metal. Apologies for that sniffle there. Right, rat and armchair, rat and low table, billiard table, monstera, phonograph. We also have an item from Jitters. Never knew you were a collector of rare items. It makes you wonder what else I don't know about. But I figure a gift is a good way to tell someone you'd like to know them better. So here you go. Oh yeah, like... Oh, thanks, Katrina. But the models I'm generally using for my, like, bulk units are... Oh, pockets too full. Are the units that are... The models that were originally in the big box. Because there was a big box for that edition of Fantasy Warhammer, and it was Bretonia versus Lizardmen. And so the Lizardmen part of it was Saurus Warriors and Skinks, and the Bretonian part was Bretonian Archers and Bretonian Knights. I never got that box, by the way. I never got that box. I never got that box. I ended up getting the 2nd edition Warhammer 40,000 box. I don't own that anymore. I do not own that. It has long since disappeared. But that is just sometimes how it goes. Like, my rule books for 2nd edition are gone as well. A lot of my really old White Dwarf magazines are also gone. But, when I ended up moving, that's just the fate of those things. That's how it be. That is how it be. I don't even have all of my Warhammer back either, because I'm sure some of it... it wasn't even a question of moving. I think it's a question of when I was making my first move down to the area where I live now. I packed up a lot of things into boxes, and I'm pretty sure I only had like so many boxes, so I had to make some decisions. I think if I had a few words to say to pass me, I'd be like, maybe you should have kept those things. But that was past me being past me, and meh. I cannot undo what has been done. I can only work and forward with... You know, I wouldn't even have this Lizardman army if I didn't get curious about the first, like, White Dwarf magazine I ever got. Like, White Dwarf 202. If I hadn't have got that one, I wouldn't have wanted to buy, like, a handful of skink archers just to paint them for the nostalgia. And then I went, maybe I could get like a very small army of them. And then it began. And then that was the first mistake. Maybe I will do small simple thing. Oh, tisk tisk, Kiko, that is how this starts. That's how this always starts. How it ends is you end up with a shelf full of models that you haven't painted, and you're going, how did I get here? The answer about how you... I keep changing my feelings on Past Me. They write good lesson plans for my teaching, but they also keep overeating and making me... Darn past you. Past me just never faces the consequences of his actions. It's always present you that faces the consequences, or future you, but never past you. Past you always gets away scot-free. Also, there goes my shovel. Got another flower. Got a lot of options for purple flowers. So past you is kind of a jerk sometimes. But sometimes past you does something that's really good. Like past you has your back sometimes. Sometimes past you's like, trust me. Future me will thank me for this. They're like, no I won't. And then, shelf full of moths. Who would do such a thing? Yeah, I've got multiple shelves of models. To be fair, I'm doing a lot better at getting round to painting them. And the Lizardman army and the Old Hammer army are absolutely, like, pure, like, guilty pleasure painting jobs. If I ever feel like painting something that's not either of my, like, main armies, that is a thing I can do. Also, let's get started with saying hi to Zell. 'Cause here he is. Hi, buddy. Yo, Sandstar, thanks again for inviting me here. Yep, thanks to you, I've made my Big Hills Far debut today. I think I'm going to be a big star here, but first I've got some unpacking to do, so I'll see you around. Time is money, money is fashion, and fashion is fame. What I'm saying is I've got to hurry up with this! Oh, buddy. Yeah, he is definitely a gazelle, hence the Zell part. Just wait until I get this place straightened up. I'm gonna have a crazy elegant tea party. I can't do anything until I get these boxes unpacked and put away. You know what? I'm calling it. The Hills House of Zell is open for business. I'm gonna try and get that catchphrase said. I'm gonna have a lot of cardboard left over after all this. But that's okay. You should see the kind of things that are building people building cardboard these days. Time is... Okay. I need to... Okay. So, his catchphrase is... So, Axel's is wonk. Zell's is pronk. Wonk and pronk. That's the other reason why I wanted him. Because they have catchphrases that just mesh. Wonk and pronk. Oh, that would be a really weird theme for an island. An island where you match all the catchphrases. Like, you don't go for anything else. You just go for the... Hello, Margie. Greetings. Glad to see you. I got a gift for you, Margie. For me, really? Yep, I want. Thing? Like, you get one that's all just toots. What if it was right now the Wonks call reinforcements? Whose side are you on in this war? Oh, this is great. It's some oranges. Thanks. That's so thoughtful of you. Here, I want you to have my clean room suit. Thanks, Margie. What's up, Tootie? Let's chat. I was reading a whodunit novel from a library when I found a note sandwiched in between the pages. Then I read, penguins don't get frostbite. Was it true? I felt like I should know, Tootie. I asked Bella, who was sitting right by me. Neither of us knew, but we decided to just sort of let the mystery be. What kind of island going are you running here, Kiko? Leaving potholes in the wood. There's not a pothole, it's a... See, it's not a pothole, it's a squeezoid that just randomly showed up. It's what the rain does. It makes gyroids appear. I'm doing my part to clean up. Get rid of all the extra flowers. Also, I'm not the government. Tom Nook runs the show on this island. I'm just the island representative that does everything except take responsibility for any of my actions. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm just the island representative. So, no. I think you'll find that Tom Nook owns the island. And he owns the business that brought us all here. So it's Tom Nook. Not me. Or Isabel. It's Tom Nook. And things run pretty smoothly here. Everyone gets, you know, everyone gets all the things they need at the shops. There's the clothes store. All the utilities work. No one pays, well, once your mortgage is paid, that's it. I haven't had to pay a single bell's worth of, like, property tax or land tax. I should have tried to run everything except when it comes to taking blame. And most importantly of all, the microwave shrine. But what microwave shrine? It's just a perfectly ordinary room. Look, the thing you need to remember is that Tom Nook is astronomically rich. Even when he donates a lot of his money to charity, he is astronomically rich. So really, I imagine this is just like a project for him. It's like, yeah, I feel like just owning an island and running a business where people live on the island, and yeah, seems good. Oh, that's cool, Matt. Hey, how you doing? Who was it? I always remember who my first photo is. Did you give me something? I've got something to give you. I got thing. Here, what it is. I'm excited to open it. Oh, Agnes is nice. Some oranges. So's not good too. Now give me some real good home. In my belly. Ha 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 ha. Not only freebies. Here, have a tool card. No, it's real currency. Hey, what can I do for you? It's real currency because other people that aren't Tom Nook use it. In the other games, you have loads of other businesses that aren't run by Tom Nook, including businesses in a big city, and they all use bells. Guess there's no denying our own nature sometimes. I never sweat the small stuff. Policy's more about picking a path and chugging along it. I've heard that song, Alias, for the record. I've heard all the songs of people trying to dig for, like, massive conspiracy. Although, truth be told, I always find it amusing when people try to dig for, like, huge conspiracies in Animal Crossing. It's like, this is all super deep and involved and awful. And it's like, or it's just not. Like, not everything needs to be super deep and multi-layered. Sometimes it literally is just, you're on an island with a bunch of animal villagers and you're just chilling out and enjoying life. Sometimes that's just how it is. No, I'm pretty sure that is just it. It's just funnier to poke fun at it and say otherwise. So long, Black Rabbit. Clearly he was being paid off by Big Nook. No, I'm not. Let's be real here. If I was being paid off, I would be being paid off for a vast amount of money. How's Cheese doing? It's fine. Cheese is fine. Good old Cheese. Yes? Wow, it's right there! Yeah, if Kiko was being paid off, he'd have 4 spears for his thing. Exactly! If Kiko was being paid off, he could afford to get spears for his Skinks and Saurus warriors. You see, there's a special video project going up tomorrow in the Sunday slot. And, no, trust me, I'm really, really not. Did you know that in the UK, if I did a video and I was being paid to give my opinion on something in a video, I would have to declare that. I would have to declare that I have a vested interest because I have been sponsored in that instance. And I'd have to do it. The law dictates I do. Oh, but the cheese is right there. What are you talking about? Cheese is right there. So yeah, if you find, unfortunately, if it happens that someone decides to take a sponsorship deal and they don't declare it, and they get found out, they're in serious trouble. The moral of the story, just be upfront. Okay, let's clear a bit of space out. We can get rid of that, and we can get rid of that. I didn't need to get rid of the second thing, but it's fine, it's only sticks. Because Tasha is going to be cooking. I was right, and she's wearing her awesome hat.
Darling, why don't you just come out and ask me for the recipe? I can't concentrate with you staring.
What are you making?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I'm making potato potage. It's quite trivial if you have the recipe, nice. How silly of me. I could just offer you the recipe.
That you can.
Now, if you already know the recipe, you can feel free to share it with someone else. Just tell them you got it from me, won't you?
To be fair, Diffum, that definitely happens. Sometimes people just go, hey, I just want to do this because I think they're cool. That can absolutely happen.
Well, hello, is everything alright, nice?
Want to hand you thing?
For me, you shouldn't have.
Fun fact, when I did the demo, the videos of a demo for Gibbous, and the demo for Beyond the Edge of Owlsguard, and the demo for Lord Winklebottom Investigates, they just asked me. They just went, hey, we like your content. Here's the demo, here's our Kickstarter thing. Would you want to do it? And I went, sure. And then I just made videos.
Well, what could it be? Some oranges, my! Thank you, Sandy, rather. I can't wait to try it. Well, I can't go empty-handed now. Here, take a tea with silicon bib.
Thanks, Tasha.
Well, hello, is everything alright, nice? No matter what's going on in my life, I need only take a hot bath and all my worries melt away. And I tell you, there's nothing better than a glass of cream soda after a bath. Put on a hand on your hip, hold your glass, drink like a movie star, and enjoy the luxury of the moment.
You see, I've said many a times, I wouldn't be happy doing, like, a product sponsorship for something I don't use. Like, I'm not going to tell you that a company that sends you pre-prepared meals is something I use and love, because I don't use them. I'm not going to tell you to buy, like, shaving razors because I use an electric shaving razor. I use an electric shaver. And I'm definitely not going to give you financial advice because I don't know anything about that. I'm a person that collects Warhammer. I can't give you financial advice. Oh. Hang on. What about eyelashes? Well, if we get to 1 million YouTube subs, I will do an eyelash tutorial off my own back. Well, that's right. No sponsorships or anything. I'll just do it entirely of my own steam. I will. But we have to get to 1 million YouTube subscribers first. Gotta get to 1 million. I don't even give that advice, because I don't have any orc teeth. You don't actually need to know anything. Just collect thousands of money. Yeah, but... No. But no, don't do that. That's very bad. Because you see, goodwill is a commodity in that regard you trade. And doing that, you trade a huge amount of goodwill, and that is incredibly hard, if not impossible, to recoup. I'm sure you've seen it, when I've said, like, no, I'm not going to do this. Some people have just said, just take the money. And I'm like, no. No, because I would be selling you garbage. And I don't feel comfortable selling you garbage. I don't want to do that. Yes. Like, absolutely, when I, like, do videos on a Kickstarter, there is always the risk of the Kickstarter not panning out in some regard. They may have remained successful, but people don't forget things. People don't forget things.
Hey there, welcome to This is where we sell fashion made lovely by Claw.
Thank you!
It's been so cold, my spines are chattering. Do you ever try to distract yourself from the cold by experimenting with your fun warm outfits? I recommend it.
But I wouldn't feel comfortable ever trying to push financial advice on anyone. I couldn't do that.
Do you need the fitting room? Go ahead.
Because that's people's money. That's people's literal livelihoods there. That, like, for me, that would ruin people.
Hold on, Mum caught your eye. Thanks, please come again.
I will. See, this is why probably no one's ever going to promote, approach me to seriously promote their product. Because I'll be like, no, I'm not doing that thing. And they'll be like, but we want you to say this thing. And I'm like, but I don't want to. And then they won't. The number of times I have received the video, it's not the video, the emails asking me to do videos on certain video games. That's the one I'm referring to, and I'm like, no. Because, funnily enough, I don't think my audience cares. It's like, I don't... like, I don't want to do that, because I know, and you know, and everyone knows, that it wouldn't work out. Because I know that it's not a good game. You know it's not a good game. I don't want to deceive someone into thinking it's a good game when it isn't. Because it really, really isn't. And some people do like that game. Absolutely. But I'm not going to misrepresent it. I'm not going to tell you it's this fantastically awesome game that is full of things that are not there. I would say, hey, this game is not... I did not enjoy this game. Yeah, I do get people have bills to pay. Yes, and some indeed are products that people use. I know there are people out there that do sponsorships for clothing, like, stores. And they wear the clothes. I know there are people who use certain services and have always been adamant about using them, and they take sponsorships from them. It's fair enough. Like, what you're saying there comes from the heart. What you're saying there is true. And there are people who have bills to pay and will take a sponsorship for things that are pretty harmless because they need to pay bills. I'll get the orange flower, don't worry. And that's fine too. It's when you're misrepresenting something. And when you are even lying. And those lies can be harmful. That I want this flower to stay, Alias. I want that flower to actually stay. That's when it's like, Luckily, I've never been approached. No, it's a good shout mentioning it, though. Luckily, I've never been approached with those sort of things that I've ever been interested in. So, it's never really been... I'm fortunate enough that I'm in that situation where it doesn't... where I don't need to do that. I mean, I am by no means wealthy in that regard. I do okay. My partner earns more than I do, which is the situation that it is, and together we are able to do okay. My journal in tiny letters on the cover. It's hard not to, but I probably shouldn't peek it. Ooh, that's probably... Ooh, my journal I feel like that's a normal villager's item. It is. Yes, you could arguably say that your if I'm partnered with anyone, it's my like Patreon pledges and all of you on Twitch and everything else. Like, it's not the most lucrative career, but it is the career that makes me happy, and I have no complaints in that regard. I mean, more money is always great, but that's not my decision. And I can never and would never want to force people to do that. If it ever got to in my life the situation where I would have to have those difficult conversations, I'd want to have that difficult conversation with all of you. I'd want to... I'm going to sell stuff first before I talk to Marty. I'd want to talk to you about it and work out how we can move forward, if that ever happened. Because you're the ones that make, like, the reason I make the content, you're the ones that make it possible, so I'd have to talk with you and see what can be done. Like, that's what I'd have to do. But again, not in that situation. You say, no. To be shareholders, there'd have to be a company. Exactly. There'd have to be a company, and there isn't a company. Well, I hope so too, but again, not really fully in my control.
Enjoying this snow, Tootie?
I've got a gift for you.
Oh, can you show me?
Yes, I can. Is this yours?
Oh, this doesn't belong to me. Come to think of it, I did hear Olive was looking for a lost item, Tootie.
Thanks, Marty. We only expect profits to go up 100% per year or else. You can only have a comfortable setup, and anything beyond is... I'm able to live off this money, yes. And extra things that come from, like, Throne and the like are extras. Like, Throne is where now a lot of extra stuff is going to go, unless it's, like, a critical thing that I need for the house or my job. But, yeah, Throne's going to be, like, where all the little extra expenditures will mostly go. Oh, yes, a note. There won't be a Tuesday stream. I have a prior engagement that I need to do on Tuesday. Kiko's clearly investing our money into Warhammer figures that will surely appreciate in value. Haha! Joke's on you, I don't buy Warhammer as an investment. Yeah, Diffham. We pay him. If you want profits up, start donating bits. That is true! Whap whap. The irony of the fact that you're the one to sort of... Oh, and again, no demand on that. But yeah, I won't be available on Tuesday, so there won't be a Tuesday stream. I will be doing things. Very important things. Yeah, I buy the Warhammer figures because profits are up. Thank you very much, Diffam. They're up by 100 bits. I'm looking at the ticker. It spiked up there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is incredibly kind of you. I appreciate it for the joke. No Tuesday goes. Oh, it'll be fun. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Don't worry. It's a good thing.
Look who's back. You know you're always welcome here, Sweet Pea.
He did.
Oh, can you show me?
Yes, I can. Would you like?
Thing?
I believe it's yours.
My lost journal! You found it! I didn't think I'd see this again. I feel like I owe you big time.
Ooh.
I'm hoping you can use a garden lantern.
Daw! You did it for the bit! Ha! I get it. Look at that happy bit. Look at this. He's very happy. Yaw. Okay, now we can finish off sorting out everything else. You're not even sorry, I know. Why is it that Animal Crossing conversations go one of two ways? We either start talking about super serious stuff, or we talk about Al Capone. It's either Al Capone, or it's serious stuff. There's no middle ground. It's either tomfoolery, or super serial.
Who? Who?
Oh dear, pardon me. Why hello, Sandstar. Welcome to the Hills Farm Museum. How may we of service? I want to assess fossils.
Who? What would you like me to assess? I'm all aflutter.
Should we take it up and discuss the beetles? I mean, I can't really discuss the beetles with you. I don't really follow them.
Oh, more than one I see. Let us take a closer look, shall we? Yes, indeed, they're quite splendid, but alas, my museum already has fossils such as these. I'm indeed tempted to purchase these for my personal collection, but no, I must exercise restraint time to now.
Might I help you with anything else? I'm good.
Jolly good. Please enjoy the rest of your visit.
I will.
Boop, boop.
There we go. One moment. Was hoping to see you today. Give us some coffee. It's 200 bells a cup. Sure. They hear the obligatory joke about Sandstar takes his coffee. Well, I mean, Sandstar takes his coffee better than I take my coffee. We can make a joke about that as well. It's the obligatory joke about coffee. Alright. We'll drink it like it is. Cold as possible. The mandatory comment about Kiko hasn't tried the right hot drink. The mandatory retort that I've tried many hot drinks, and I've found none that I like. It's the same with booze. Yes, you managed to get to Cute Stream. That you did. Hello, Sanya. How you doing? Unfortunately, we don't have the koala anymore on the island. We've been talking about, like, sponsorships, money, and no Al Capone. Oh, you watched Flight of Dragons. Alright. How enjoyable was watching Flight of Dragons? Because the answer's probably going to be incredibly enjoyable. It was extremely enjoyable. Ah, yes. It's a good movie. Good movie. A somewhat bittersweet movie as well, but a good movie. was like a Sergeant Rush movie I never saw as a child. Yep. Five Dragons is great. You hear the scientific disciplines and output, and it's rad. But it's also a movie about magic. Magic! Argument. Yes, pay your taxes. We have at least one quote about Al Capone. We talked a number of times on Twitch streams about Al Capone. I don't know why. We just end up mentioning Al Capone. I'd say he cares about it, but he has been dead for quite a while, so, I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares at all. Well, he's free to turn up and tell me that. I'll wait. Hello, Nello. More quotes about Jitter's posterior. There are many quotes about Jitter's butt. There are also the amazing quotes like... Where is it? The good news is our corpse tree is going to have so much to feed on. That's a recent one. We need another quote. It's my toe. How dare you go to someone else's house and eat pemmican? RimWorld. Such a game of quotes and stuff. Akatana is making you too calm. Jitters, I have questions and answers, but all of them are swole, isn't it? I just achieved a daily by buying cheese. I've such wonders to show you when it's all garbage. I don't remember that one. I don't remember quote 256. Prime arrest fodder. Prime arrest fodder. It's alright, we can get more lungs later. I wasn't wrong. We could, in fact, get more lungs later. Black and brown house. Right. Long time no see. I get it. Did it all for ammo. One moment. One second. There we go. Sorry. I want that one. And I want to get rid of all of the sand So I can replace it with snow. I want to replace it with snow. And that's about it. But with Sandstar, not Snowstar, well, it's too bad, because, we just gotta get rid of all this sand. Are there any snow quotes? Probably not. There's no way we could get anything that specific. Hello, Mariusk, how you doing? I get it. Right, we'll get that. 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 Then we do this. So would I get the exact right spacing? Oh, yes, there is a problem right now. A bunch, as far as I've gathered, a bunch of people have bought some seemingly, what was originally meant to be seemingly rare cards, but they're not at all. They have been, printed incredibly recently. Because someone found a way to show how old they actually were, and they were very recent. Which made some people, understandably, a little bit upset. I think it was like that, wasn't it? More likely the first, because these are like cards that were meant to be like super old. But I'm sure the plot has thickened since then. Also, the owner of a lot of distribution companies are going bankrupt, so the cards are being stored in warehouses, making stores have to buy them secondhand. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, at that instance, you just wouldn't buy them. At that instance, at that level, you just wouldn't buy them. I'd just be like, no. Sorry, I'm not stocking that. I believe in my instance you're talking about earlier stuff, like prototype cards. But these things will happen. But with the thing with Alias, I didn't know about that. I have to be honest, I don't keep my finger on the pulse when it comes to Pokemon news. Not the card game, anyway. I don't keep my finger on the pulse of that. There's any customers can't do cards and blame you, or you... Well, in that instance, I would take the one that means I don't lose money up front. In that instance, I would take the, well, not a lot I can do about that. So, vague shrug. You know what we need here? You only needed to vent yesterday, so you listened. That's fair enough. You get around if I do that. Yes, you can. Aha. Okay, let's put plant there. I need a flower patch over there. It's a billiards table, this one, technically. But in that instance, if I was the, like, store owner, I would just... I know it's a balloon. I would not buy them. And be like, well... Not a lot I can do about that, I'm afraid. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely 100%. Like, there's no chance it's not going anywhere but there. I mean, I'm going to use these flowers. Gonna have some purple roses here. Oh! Oh, no, actually, it's fine. If you do it like that, it's fine. Who's moving in? Ah! That would be... I'll show you. I'll show you who it is. It's good to have a vision when you're redecorating, but you have to be realistic too. Like, I know in my mind a water slide in a hot tub isn't gonna happen, but like, I want it! You know what? I'm calling it. The House of Zell is open for business! No, it isn't, buddy. It's not. Ugh, I wish I didn't have to get all this stuff sorted out. There's a whole Hills Far out there just waiting for the Zell experience. I saw him, so the reason why I picked him, not only because he's a smug, Sonia, but because, you know Axel's catchphrase is wonk? This guy's catchphrase is pronk. So we have wonk and pronk. Wonk and pronk. Brilliant, that's some galaxy brain stuff right there. You know me, known for my galaxy brain thinking. Kiko has a galaxy brain. No. Sonia, 2D over here, brought in reinforcements for the Wonka. I'm going to get rid of all these flowers. I need one thing to go on that table. And I want to think about what it's going to be. What's it going to be? I think the item I want on that table. I think he is a... Yeah, that's the kind of guy he is. That is the kind of guy that Zell is. He's a popcorn kind of guy. Look at it. Look at that drink. It's green. Shut it out. I need to do some cleaning or a landlord's appraisal to come in. Panic! Hang on. Panic! Nee! 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 Good luck. I'm sure it'll go fine. Alright. I think outside of... It's a pretty straightforward garden, but you know. Sometimes you don't need lots of things. Sometimes you just need a billiard table. Hang on, there's one more thing we need. Do I have that thing? Do I have that thing? I wonder if I do. I might not. But I think I do. I think I do. Okay. I want to look for... Do I have? I do! Uh-huh. I have thing. Can I make it work, though? Yes, I can. You can still... Yes! You can still get past. Yes! Yeah! Oh, so you can do that! And that! You know what time it is now, folks. We've got time to dig up some more clams. I have done the thing I wanted to do. Now I can make more clams happen. Thanks. We need more clams. Woo! Hey, I've achieved stuff. Adorable has happened. Now we get to dig up clams and talk about Al Capone. Also, that shouldn't be there. See, it's a good thing I came back here. It's a good thing I came back here. Also, Tasha today, Sonia, was wearing her hat. The Woo was way too excited. No, it wasn't. I'm excited to be digging up clams. Just because you're not into the clam excitement. I am. I mean, look at me. Having a whale of a time digging up clams. Look. When something as exciting happens, I don't clam up. Ha! Yeah. That was a tangy special. Boo! No! No, I came up with that one. A pun happened, and I was like, yes, it is my duty. My duty to make that pun happen. Kiko got jokes. I do. The joke is me. I'm the joke. My life is the joke. That's the funny part. You should laugh. Why aren't you laughing? Please, comedy is all I have. That and Warhammer. You want to know the comedic part about that entire... Excellent. The comedic part about that Lizardman army is I'll probably... Hang on. There, that's the one. Haha, there I laughed. Excellent. I feel validated now. The mistake was to expect competence. This is true. That is the mistake. You fool! You expected me to be competent. How could you oh, hey look! It's more disappointment! That's what people say when they see me. They're like, look! Look, son! That's what disappointment looks like.
Oh, Dad, I don't want to end up like him when I grow up.
Well, it's simple, son. You just need to not be disappointing.
But, Dad, isn't disappointment a nebulous thing that can change depending upon situations, where you are and who you are?
Quiet, son. You're ruining my really, really misguided moral.
Wait, there was a moral? I thought you were just talking about stuff.
Quiet, son.
I'm not even your son.
Quiet, son! Every once in a while, Kiko has a fun idea, and then he drags it into the ground. But occasionally... Thanks. Thank you, Sonia. Always great to get clips from you. I am very fortunate that I'm one of the people that has not been affected by the changes to YouTube uploads and Twitch uploads and highlights, rather. I am very fortunate in that I had 0 of them, so I have not eaten into any of my 100-hour allocation. I have eaten into 0% of it. There are unfortunately other people out there who have literal thousands of hours worth of them. Also, here is the Wonk. Being adorable. Think it'd be awesome. 3. His thing is not more than 3, it's just 3. I'm watching you, Tootie. Oh dear. There's the powerful!
Powerful, there's a sandcastle here.
Yes.
That is all.
Oh. He's comedy is all I have. And here's the thing, quite often I play very serious characters in D&D. Don't choke on beverage, folks. This is a good bit of advice. I wholeheartedly recommend you don't choke on beverage. Scientists increasingly believe that choking on beverage may be unhealthy. That quote, however, is currently not applicable. My wishlist is very much not dead. It is very much not dead. And I'm quite glad for that. We found a giant crab and gave a chicken a rock. That was a good day. That was a good day. Look, the good news, folks, is we nearly have 10 clam. We may one day trade these clam for great fish. You won! Eat him! Look, the new fellowship are the good guys, okay? We're the good guys! The body was otherwise... no, we're just getting, we're just getting the clams so that we can later dogfish. We do not know their current location, because their current location is a pile of goo. They did try to... Wait, were they the ones that tried to kill us? I don't remember. To be fair, we also fought robots, too, last stream of that game. We also fought robots. Quite a few robots, actually. Quite a few robots. I would pay attention to chat, commentate, get crushed by robots, and play the game. This is accurate. Oh my word, that was less than a year ago. We have had over 200 quotes in less than a year. How? How do I do this? How do I somehow keep saying things that are quote-worthy? What is this madness? Why am I slouched in my chair? Sit up, Kiko. Posture's important. You never win the back Olympics that way. Your job is to literally talk. Quotes happen. But do they? I mean, yes, because we have over 100 of them. I want a coffee table book with Kiko quotes. Sonia, I could recommend almost any other book. Any book. An outdated telephone directory might be more information laden. You might get more out of that. Would a Google Doc suffice? I don't know. How many dooms is it? There's an important question. How many dooms is it? I'm not finding any more. There's probably a clam on the other side. We'll go there. Probably less. It's like, hey, here's... Something you'd be like, look at my coffee table book. What if I made a coffee table book out of the quotes? My work is... Look. You do that, and they'll be like, but why? And then you'll sit there, like Filbert, and you will have no knowledge of why you are doing this. Just that you are. You would be Filbert. Thinking the deep thoughts. Pondering life's mysteries. And wondering why life's mysteries involve PDFs of Kiko quotes. Look, clearly we need to be thinking more about my magnum opus, which is my book series, that will, of course, long after I'm dead, somehow become... long after I'm dead, end up becoming popular. It's like, oh man, this guy's really good. It would have been great if we'd have told him this while he was still alive. And I'd be like, yeah, it would be great. Yeah. I could have done with all that money. Woo! But it's okay. The worst thing is that when I'm gone, people will say, but Kiko meant this when he wrote that. And I'm like, I didn't! I didn't mean that! That's not what it meant! No! Oh dear. Then again, yeah, I bought mine was with false implication, but no! Don't do that! No! Mental note, add into one of the books about the lack of bone structure. You will win the Great Bone War. Don't you dare. I mean, I'm the author. I can do what I like. I can write whatever I want. Imagine writing Kiko's book, so others go, so others can agree. Oh no! So you're like, please agree with me. I am full of rage. There is no angle for which I can direct my rage. Yeah, we got, hey, there's some rage. It's a lot of rage. Hang on, I need to quickly find someone to... Speaking of rage, there is another word that ends in R that is important here. or starts with R, and that is raid. And we're going to be doing that in a moment. It doesn't end in R. That was wrong, unless you say raid wrong, like. Then again, raider, which is what you technically are when you raid, so, you know, it kind of works. But you know what time it is, folks? That is correct. It is time for me to thank you all for being here, because you are all absolutely fantastic, amazing, brilliant, and wonderful. Couldn't do what I do without you, and I wouldn't want to. You're all the heart and soul of my community. I'm sorry, Sonya, but there's only so much adorable cool I can do. I'm sorry. But you're all absolutely fantastic. The most wholesome community ever. And there's a couple of things I need to quickly talk about before we conclude. Starting off with my website, kakowski.com. You can check out all kinds of things there, including my schedule, returning.com. You can also find links where you can buy my book. That's all you really want you to read, so that they can have you argue with me about bones. There's also my Discord. There you can join a larger thriving community, which I'm often a part of. There's loads of places to talk about stuff, loads of emotes, space and let's plays and streams, past and present. And if you link your Twitch and Discord together when you sub to Twitch, you usually Twitch emotes and Discord, which is fantastic. Thank you, Mountain Area. There's also the Patreon. There you can pledge to support me in doing what I do. There's not a Let's Play stream, mine's hidden behind paywalls, but there's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes you typically don't see, including but not limited to the editing, compression, test teams, test squading, and everything makes all what I do a reality. And at these times, especially with the mortgage and all that jazz, I do rely on the people that pledge to me to make all what I do a reality. I find tons of topics. You could! You could try, but is it worth it? Those of you that do pledge, by the way, not only get a different code name on Discord and my deep and sincere thanks, you also get the ability to put suggestions forward for the Patreon shortlisted votes. Speaking of my content, you can find it on my YouTube channels. There's Kikoskia, my 17-year-old, 10,000 strong, plus actually more than that, video Let's Play channel. I'm so old. And then there's VODskia, my newer VOD focus channel. And if you want to help both channels grow, you can do so by liking, commenting on videos, subbing if you're not subbed, and if you are subbed, why not press that bell for those notifications? There's also my social media accounts, like Twitter, and Blue Sky, Mastodon, Discord, Community tab on YouTube. There you can get notifications on when I start streaming, when my Let's Play videos go live, and all kinds of random other stuff. There's also the Throne wishlist. There you can put money towards things that bring me joy. Right now, there's some Warhammer on it. There's Warhammer on it, and there's Warhammer on it. But all that Warhammer will make me incredibly happy. Some of it's pretty hard to get, and I'm looking forward to being able to get it. Some of it's lizards riding dinos. And that's awesome. Finally, there is me thanking all of you, because seriously, you are all absolutely fantastic, amazing, brilliant, and wonderful, and I couldn't do what I do without you, and I wouldn't want to do what I do without you. You are the heart and soul of my community. You make it all possible, and I've never been happier than when I am entertaining all of you, because seriously, you are all wonderful and, well, on the Throne wish list? Yes, there is. You're wonderful and brilliant and amazing and wholesome and the most supportive community I could ever ask for. You're the reason I can make this content. You're the reason it can be. And with your continued support, I'll be able to keep doing this for many, many years to come, as many years as is possible. And that's what I want to do for as long as I can. And with your help, that'll happen. So thank you all, folks, ever so much. Seriously, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you do everything you set out to do. The next stream is on Monday. That'll be 7 PM GMT, Rimworld and the New Fellowship, and the continuing adventures of the nicest people ever. They are so nice. The nicest, friendliest people. And a reminder, there is no Animal Crossing New Horizons stream on Tuesday, because we will be having no stream due to me being in a prior engagement. But I'll make sure that I have as much fun with it as I can. Hopefully it's going to be fun. So Monday and then Wednesday as normal. And I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. And remember, be nice to each other, everyone, for if everyone is nice to each other, the world would be that much better a place, and we all want that, don't we? Well, I certainly do. And I hope you do too. Later.